Hello all, DWING97 here, and this is probably the most important NBZ tutorial, and that is the torpedo systems. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sets of torpedoes. Just kidding, 7 sets of torpedoes in the shipyard, and they are all here to help you make and run your torpedoes. So the very simple system here, uh, I will explain, and actually I'm going to make one as well just to simplify stuff for you. And ta-da, so dun 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 dun. Alright, and I need a button and a lever. So with all of the torpedo systems, there's going to be a couple things that are all going to be the same. The first is there's going to be clay right here. There's going to be a dispenser right here. There's going to be, oh geez, don't lag on me, a block with a lever. Doesn't matter what block is here. It also doesn't matter what block is here. And you can put a button here, or if you really want, you can put the button, wow, totally failed, anywhere that's connecting in here. So you could put it here, you could put it there, even though I broke it, you could put it there. It's all the same as long as it's on that block. You can also put it right there, which is another sneaky tool that I can show you why in just a moment. The next is any color wool. So of all the crazy colors, any color wool, 4 long, and then optional are these outer tube doors, which are the clay here. If you want to do just single shot, you can leave them open, and then you won't need this. I don't know why it wouldn't let me delete it, and then you don't need that lever there. But those are the basic parts to the submarine torpedo system. Basically how it works is you left click on it. Whoops, forgot one major part. There's 3 different types of torpedoes. You've got your diamond, you've got your lapis, and then there we go, you've got your emerald. So your lapis block is a Mark 1 torpedo. Those are the weakest, but they're also the most inexpensive. You've got your diamond block torpedoes, which have moderate damage. I like to use those just because of TDC, which I will go over in another video because that's super important as well. And then you've got your emerald, which uses fire controls, and those are just devastating. Those make quite a serious hole, but they are about $2,000 a piece if I'm correct. So you put this little block here, doesn't matter which one it is, in here, and it'll make this into a certain type of torpedo. So for example, I'm going to put the Mark 1 torpedo system there. I'm going to right click on the dispenser, maybe, oh, there we go, and it'll change the color of your wool, and it'll show you that this is a Mark 1 torpedo. If you decide that you want them to be Mark 2s, all you have to do is change that little section there, and boom, they're Mark 2 torpedoes. If you want to be overpowered and a little pain, you can right click, put the emerald there, and they look like that. And that's about it for the basics of a torpedo system on the just firing part. Now, if I don't put a hole in the ground, get rid of that, and that. Alright, so that's basically what was just made right here. So there's a couple simple things on how to use a torpedo system. First, you right click it, there's an emerald in the dispenser. If your wool changes color, you know you've made them correctly. You've got your button. I'm going to make a fake floor right here. There we go. If you right click your button, it'll change what tube is firing. So it'll say in the bottom left hand corner, your little chat side. Whoops, I don't have chat on. It'll say right here, left tube, right tube, or both. Left tube will only fire the left side. Right tube will only fire the right side. And both will fire both of them. However, it won't be at the same time. The left side will fire, and then about a second later, the right side will fire. That way you get 2 hits, but they won't explode at the same time, which I actually prefer. And you left click the button to fire the torpedoes. The next thing is you've got all this craziness over here. You've got a lever here, a lever here, a lever here, and a lever here. And this is very important. Let me close this off. That way you can get a little bit easier example here. In order to load in new torpedoes, which are these sets right here, you're going to right click here, which is going to delete that clay block. This would be empty. And you're going to go, okay, there's no torpedo in there. So you're going to click this lever, and this torpedo is going to move into the torpedo place, into the actual tube. So it changes from a reserve into a torpedo. Then you can right click there. This will close automatically. I don't know why it's not doing it right now. And oh yeah, let me just put in any color wool. It doesn't matter. And you can put more wool there as your backup. Now, the nice thing about all of these is you can go back 2 sets of torpedoes. You right click your dispenser, and voila, it changes the colors on the torpedoes, just like that. So you can have 2 rows of wonderful sets of torpedoes. The same thing applies on this side. However, when you're setting it up, make sure that this lever is 2 blocks back and is right on this line, and this lever is 3 blocks back and is right there. You can have it connected here, connected here, connected here. It doesn't matter where it's connected, and then it'll load off of that side. One thing that you'll want to be very careful of, if this is your floor, you'll be in the habit of putting torpedoes up here, which is A-OK. Helps if I can color code them. However, this top row here will not load in automatic. You'll have to manually load those or move them down 1, which is okay. Let me get rid of that floor there. So that's basically it on how to use the torpedo system. TDC I will go into in another video. You can also do one-sided torpedoes. The parts that you'll need for that are shown here. You will need both inner tube doors because it won't fire without them. However, you won't need the outer tube door because it's just one torpedo. When you do fire it, it will put a clay block right here and right here to close the outer tube doors, and then you again have to use the lever that would go right there to open them back up before firing it again. So you can do right side or left side torpedoes, or you can do the separate systems, whatever you want to do. Same setup for Mark 3s. I will go over fire control in another video because that's a whole bunch of complicated stuff. Same for Mark 1s. Same setup, just a different color wool. Mark 2s, same setup, different color wool. TDC I will go over in yet another video. So that's about it for the basics of torpedoes. Be sure to check back as the next videos are uploaded. Here's a pro tip. Just use white wool to make your torpedoes and reloads, which is basically it's a foolproof way to see if you made it correctly or incorrectly. Because let's say that I'm making my wonderful torpedo reloads, right? And I think all of those are torpedoes. If I make them all in one color and I go like this and right click the dispenser, it will tell me, oh, just kidding, these are the only ones that are reloads. That one right there will work, but these guys, they won't reload in automatically. So that's something that is very important, just a little pro tip for you in making your torpedo systems. So yeah, nice little pro tip, and you can use any color wool really. So yeah, thank you all for watching. We're going to go over TDCs and fire controls and cannons and AA guns and bomb droppers and depth charges and all sorts of fun signs and stuff over the next week or so. So thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you all later.